Morning students. I hope you all are fine today. So you all know that we have started with our teaching from the textbook, and today I have come up with a chapter of SST. So today we are going to learn about the first chapter in SST, and the name of the chapter is Know Your Planet. Let's have a look. Children, as you can have a look, the first chapter is Know Your Planet. We all live on planet Earth. You must have learnt about sun and total 8 planets we are having in our solar system, and one of those planets is Earth, on which we live. So Earth is basically called a unique or a special planet. Why it is a special planet? Because it is the planet which supports life. There are several reasons why we can see that there is life on Earth. The first reason is the distance of Earth from Sun. Because of the distance of the Earth from the Sun, the temperature here is favorable to support life. Secondly, we all know that we have water on Earth, which is very essential for our life. And the third factor is air. So all these factors make it favorable that human life can exist on Earth. As you know that the Earth consists of land and water. So the Earth is basically consisting of 29% of land and 71% of water. The land masses are known as continents and the water bodies are known as oceans. Children, now we talk about the shape of the Earth. We all know in the present situation that the shape of the Earth is round. But believe me, earlier the people used to believe that the shape of the Earth is flat. They had a feeling that if they will go towards the end of the Earth, they may fall down from the Earth. But Earth is round in shape. This was firstly proved by a Portuguese explorer named Ferdinand Magellan. Ferdinand Magellan, he was a Portuguese, means he belonged to Portugal city. He was an explorer. An explorer is a person who travels around to find out new things. So once he started with his journey, and after traveling for many days, when he came back to the same point from where he started, it was proved that the Earth is round in shape. Later on, people went into space. They reached moon. And from there, when they took the pictures of the Earth, the pictures were spherical in shape. So this clearly proves that the Earth is round in shape. Children, you can have a look at this picture. Do you remember? I have already shown you this picture. It's a picture of a globe. So let me tell you about globe now. Globe is, as I told you earlier, it's a model of the Earth. So it is also exactly round in shape. It is showing us the distribution of land and water on the Earth. As you can see in this picture, or you can have a look at this picture. As I told you earlier that all the colorful bodies are representing land masses, and all the areas which are shown in blue color are representing water. So a globe is telling us about the distribution of land and water on the Earth. Now let me tell you some features of the globe. As I have already told you that it is the exact model of the Earth. It helps us to know the shapes and size as well as location of the continents and oceans. How or when, at what place they are actually located on the Earth. But at the same time, there are some disadvantages of a globe. Let's have a look at those disadvantages. A globe is difficult to carry. Some globes may be small, but some globes are big in size and it is very difficult to carry them. A globe is small and all the details of a place cannot be shown on it. A globe may be very small, so it will not be possible to show all the details on that globe. Then we cannot make a globe for a part of the Earth. Globe is made for complete Earth, but if we want to see any particular part of the Earth, it is very difficult for us to represent that part on the globe. And in case of a globe, we can see only half of the earth at one particular time. As you can see in this picture, only this part of the earth which is seen in the picture, we can see only that part of the earth. The part of the earth which is on the back side, we are unable to see that part. So this is also another disadvantage of a globe. Okay children, now we move on to our next segment. It is maps. Maps also children, I already explained you once, but let me go in a brief description about a map. As you can see, this is a map of India, or this is the map of the whole world. So map is basically representation of the earth on a flat surface. And as I told you earlier also, that a map can be made of a smaller area also. It is not necessary that the map is made for the whole world at the same time. If we want to make a map for any particular continent, you can see, have a look. North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia. We will find maps for all these continents differently also. And then of all the continents, further if we go, we will find a map for all the different countries also, all the different cities also, all the different towns also. So maps are easy and explainable because they will tell us a lot of things also. And as I told you earlier also, that maps are basically made with the help of scale. Always in a map you will find a scale. A scale is just representing the distance. Suppose a scale is given that 1 centimeter is equal to 100 kilometers, which will mean that 1 centimeter on a map is going to represent an area of 100 kilometers of earth. So maps have their own features. They are foldable, they are easy to carry, they are better than globes, but at the same time, maps do also have some disadvantages, and the biggest disadvantage is that since the earth is round in shape, so its representation on a flat surface will not give us the accurate picture. Because earth is round in shape and the drawing is made on a flat surface, so the shape and the exact location cannot be shown on the map. So I hope that today the difference between a map and a globe is clear to all of you. Now children, we come to another points which is covered under maps, that we are having different types of map. Let me show you. Children, you can look at this map of India. This map is showing us all the states of India and its neighboring countries. So such type of map is a political map. A map which shows different countries, different cities, different areas. Such type of map is a political map. See, this is the second type of map. In this map you can see that mountains are shown, plains are shown, deserts are shown, rivers are shown. So such type of map is called a physical map. So a physical map is a type of map which will show us all the physical features which are present on the landmass. So children, you can have a look at these maps. These maps are showing us about temperature and pressure. These maps on my right side, they are showing us rainfall and winds. So such types of maps which are describing about the different climatic conditions are called climatic maps. So children, I hope that today's topic is clear to you. In the next video, we'll be taking up another topic. Thank you.